Hello, dear viewers. As you can see, today I am sitting here in Songclave, around halfway through a playthrough. However, there is something different. You may see when I pull up my map that it is the bare bones version that can be purchased. And it's not just that for the Citadel. If you look at every other map I have on the screen, they are all incomplete. It's just Chakra's own drawings of the map. And you may ask, Kilroy, why don't you have a better map? Map of Farloom, partially filled out by Chakra. Without a quill, it cannot be updated. Now, I could have done what everyone does, and go to Chakra at the beginning of the game and buy her white quill for 50 rosary beads. White quill's kinda gross. I don't think it fits with my color palette personally, so I decided 50 rosary beads is too much. Why don't I just get one for free? I can come over to the stage in the Whispering Vaults and find a boss named Trobio. And more than just a boss, I can find some writings from Trobio. Let's run away real quick and enter Trobio's room, where you find next to one of his writings a red quill. Fits perfectly with Hornet's color palette, and that's why I shall take it and add it to my map, because Team Cherry made it possible so that you can do this if and only if you skip buying the quill and get to this point without having a quill on your person at all. Doing so will give you the quill in your inventory, and when you open up your map and quill after picking up this red quill, it will show up as red in your inventory. Pretty cool detail. And I thought so as well, so I posted a short on this information the other day. And what I found when I posted that short shocked me to my core. You see, on my short, I got a comment asking if I waited a bit longer, could I get a purple quill? Now, you see, at the time, I had no idea what they were talking about, because I had never even been to Act 3 in my own playthrough of Silksong. But it turns out, when you get to Act 3, Trobio is replaced with a boss called Tormented Trobio, and above Tormented Trobio's boss room, where the red quill used to be, there is now a purple quill, and this user wanted to know if you could pick it up. So you know what I decided? I decided it was not enough to speedrun to Act 2 to see if you could get the red quill. I needed to speedrun to Act 3 with no quill and no complete maps to see if I could be the only user of a purple quill in Silksong. And the speedrun to Act 2 took about an hour and a half. You know how long the speedrun to Act 3 took? 11 hours. I spent 11 hours running through the game with no map just to see if Team Cherry added this one detail. And you know why? Because I know, and everyone here knows, Team Cherry are sadists. They added so much content to this game, probably because they wanted us to be tided over for the next 7 years while they make another masterpiece. And I said, you know what, Team Cherry? I call your bluff. I am going to go to Act 3 with no quill and make sure that you can get a purple quill. I'm going to find the rarest item in this game. And you want to know what I found when I got there, ladies and gentlemen? Do you want to know what I found? Do you want to see my map? Well, let me tell you, it looks beautiful. Yes, it turns out you can come to Act 3 Trobio's room and pick up his purple quill if you still manage not to have a quill in Act 3. I am flabbergasted that this is something that can be done. This is probably going to be one of the harshest Hollow Knight Silksong bingo squares to ever exist. But, you know, for all those speedrunners who never pick up quills anyway, maybe this is something you'll find even on a 100% speedrun. And that's pretty much all I wanted to say. This is how you can get, in my opinion, the rarest item in Hollow Knight Silksong. Maybe not rarest in terms of percentage chance to get, but definitely rarest because who would do this if not intentionally with knowledge that this is something you could do in the future. Who would go through 11 hours of the game, or more likely, with no quill? Me is the answer to that. This guy right here, Kilroy, was here. Now, thank you all very much for watching this video. This was a Goliath undertaking, and all I wanted to say beyond this is, if you appreciate me finding this kind of information, please do subscribe and like the video. I really appreciate the support. The support I've been getting on my past videos is massive. I think I've just been happy to go out and find all the new and kind of undocumented secrets that are being discovered day by day in Silksong. It's great to be at the start of this game's life cycle just for that. And I am 100% going to be looking for more. Maybe more useful, maybe less useful. Although I don't know how much less useful you could get than this video. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day.